What if I told you that your dream of moving to Italy could turn into a financial nightmare that happens to expat every single day? Think you found the perfect tax scheme. Low rates, flat taxes, special tax regimes, but the fine print will ruin you. People move to Italy believing they're getting a tax break for forever. In reality, they step into a legal minefield. Let's see what are the most tempting tax traps out there for expats to fall into. I will start with the Regime Impatriati fantasy. You move to Italy, you grab this Regime Impatriati, an impressive 50% reduction on your salary for 5 years. Easy money, right? You have high expectations. You arrive in Italy, you get a job, you get employed by an Italian company, you enjoy 5 years of low taxes. But reality is, most people do not qualify, and they find out too late. And most people don't even know that it doesn't apply for employees only. You can also start your business with a Regime Impatriati and get the 50% break as well. But people believe also you can just register in Italy and you get a tax break automatically, and this is completely wrong. You must have lived abroad for at least 6 or 5 years before moving. And if you stop working, you lose the credit. If you stop working, you will get the credit again once you get employed again. And if you leave Italy before the end of year 5, you have to give your money back. I can name the Regime Forfettario as well. People still believe in 2025, you can register with a partita IVA and you pay just the 5%. You live in almost tax-free paradise, as long as you want. So you make 85,000 as a freelancer, business owner, whatever. You pay 5% on everything. That's it, nothing more. And you save tens of thousands of euros just by living here. But you know what? The Regime Forfettario is not for everyone. And here's what, the brokers and fake tax gurus don't tell you about it. The income limit of 85,000 for everyone is based on the yearly basis. That means that if you start a business, for example, and in June, you have to cut it in half. You cannot exceed the 42,500 in that given year. And for example, you cannot use the Forfettario if you were employed in Italy and you start invoicing the same client. And something that, seriously, the 99.9% of the people forget about is the pension scheme, pension contributions. You still pay into the INPS, the Italian retirement scheme. And for example, if you have a certain type of business, for many, it's around 45 or 3,600 per year minimum, even if you make zero with your business. So don't fall in love with the Forfettario dream without knowing the real numbers. I cannot speak about the 7% pension drop enough. I see a lot of people, for example, on Facebook, on social media in general, even in the comments on our YouTube channel, saying, well, you know what? If you're retired from work, you can move to Italy and pay just the 7% on everything you're making abroad, and you kiss the wealth tax goodbye for 10 years. So in their head, the requirements are pretty strict. You are retired from work or you're retired in Italy. You pay just the 7% tax on everything, and you pop the cork and you live the dolce vita. Well, just a couple of things for you to remember. This tax regime only applies if you move to a small city in a small municipality in southern regions under 20,000 inhabitants. And it only applies if your pension comes from abroad, not from an Italian employer. And it lasts for 10 years. And remember, for 10 years, you cannot move your residency to anywhere else. And the big question mark is, what's going to happen after 10 years? So, do your due diligence, check the municipality first, and ask yourself if you fit the requirements. They changed something in 2024, and they shifted the high net worth individual flat tax from 100,000 to 200,000, plus much, double, but still interesting if you make a decent amount of money. So high net worth individuals still believe you can move to Italy and pay 100,000 per year, all your foreign income. So you make millions in a, I don't know, tax-free country, you pay just 200,000 tax, and you win the lottery of the Italian tax loophole game. Well, if you earn Italian income, it's taxed on the average rates, 26% for gains, 23 to 43% if it's personal income. Your assets abroad? Yeah, probably you set free from the wealth tax, but if you pass away, if you have Italian assets, you're still subject to an inheritance tax when you die for the properties here in Italy. And this is the most frequent one. If you forget to opt in at the right time, you lose the benefit completely. So the 200,000 high net worth individuals is not for everyone. If you don't want to get burned, and this is my biggest advice for you right now, get a real tax expert, not a relocation company, not an immigration lawyer, a real tax guy, not a Facebook group, not a guy selling you ebooks that works like a one-fits-all solution. You come to Italy for freedom, not fines, so do it the right way or get ready to pay.
At Studio Rigo, we provide world-class tax and financial guidance for expats and international professionals in Italy. We don't just help you stay compliant. We craft strategic tax solutions tailored to high-level individuals who demand precision and expertise. If you are serious about optimizing your tax position, visit our website or connect with us on social media. We work with those who value excellence, and we look forward to assisting you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.